Streamers are dumb, or are they? Sometimes they smart. Sometimes they find Easter egg in a video game. But let's see which one. We got a little video by from T5G.
From a secret that completely trolled Kaisanat to an amazing reference to—
Oh wow, Kaisanat, that's relevant right now. A little Kaisanat drama, a little bit of a rioting in New York.
discovered by Corey Kenshin. These are Easter eggs found by streamers. When you combine a game like High on Life with one of the most reactive streamers in the world, you already know it's gonna be hilarious. So when IShowSpeed played and took a little break, he returned to his PC only to get absolutely roasted.
What the f? You just paused the game. This doesn't help at all. Are you an idiot?
What the f? How the f you know I paused it? What the hell?
I know people think that Speed's kind of dumb and that he's a little dumb idiot. I think that he's smarter than people give him credit for, because he does things like use virtual PC on his PC to make sure that he doesn't get viruses when he downloads like random stuff. I think that he plots out a lot of the stuff that he's going to do ahead of time. I think that he's not scripts everything, but he'll have an idea of like, this would be funny if I did this at this point. He'll like see something and be like, oh, that's funny. I'll implement that into my stream. This is spoilers from Doki Doki Literature Club, but this is actually my favorite Speed clip of all time.
Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?
I'm sorry. That's funny, man. Like this dude is a clip machine. That was a good one.
One who loves finding Easter eggs is Jacksepticeye, but not all of them are there to reward you. In Visage, he spent forever looking for a secret, but when he finally came across this hallway, at the end was the developer's greatest troll.
Baby, a shotgun! Could I just have a shotgun?
There's gonna be a catch here. This is turned into Doom. The entire game just turns into Doom at this point. Yeah, look at that. What?
Oh,
what?
man.
I think it'd be a really cool idea for a horror game where you spend the entire game getting chased by some unknowable Cthulhu-like eldritch creatures, and then at the end, you just get a machine gun and you just get to turn around and they start running away from you and you just get to kill them all. How about that? A little bit reverse on the horror thing.
But there's a secret that's extremely rare to find unless you're specifically tracking it down. Battlefield 4 players spent years hunting for the Megalodon, and when finally figuring it out, it involved an insane amount of teamwork from everyone in the lobby. That's why it's so crazy to think that one streamer came across this by accident.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the
No. I mean, it can't be that rare. How rare is the Megalodon? Load a DLC map in Battlefield 4, head out into the water's lonely buoy with 9 other suicidal players just outside of the sea. Once all 10 players have gathered, the shark will break the surface, landing on top of anyone brave enough to swim in its waters. Okay, so all you need to do is gather 10 people in one area. So if you know that that is going to happen, then it should be pretty easy. But if this is the first time that it was ever done, like this is the first clip of the Megalodon, that'd be crazy.
Now, not every Easter egg is that rare. Some secrets happen to every player, whether they realize it or not. Like in God of War Ragnarok, during the opening battle, you fight Thor and it throws you straight in there. Then a quick time event happens for every player, but Kai really thought he messed it up.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh no. I say when we're done.
Whoa! No, that's not a death! That's not a death! That was the game!
But we're back.
Doesn't count if it's a death if you get pulled out of the death cutscene back into the video game. Does that happen to everyone? Is that supposed to happen? I actually never played the game. I just watched Jacksepticeye play it, but it's pretty much the same thing, right?
Visage for more incredible Easter eggs, and if you thought a fake shotgun was a great troll, the devs took things a step further. One of the rooms you can enter appears to be a replica of the apartment from Silent Hill 4. Now, any horror fan is gonna instantly recognize it, but I don't think Markiplier could have ever expected this.
Oh. Oh.
Hey! Bro, come on. What is this?
An XQC was equally surprised when he booted up a horror game called Convenience. As he explored the gas station, he saw a ton of missing posters, but there was one
missing Markipliers. Oh no, where's Markipliers gone? He's off filming his new cinematic experience, his new Iron Lung movie.
Markipliers.
Now, he didn't have time to react because he immediately looked at the next one, only to see someone a little too familiar.
Oh, it's him.
Dude, what the f is that?
Imagine getting doxxed by a video game.
Something you don't see too often in 2023 is a streamer doing their first playthrough of a classic game. Now, anyone who played Metal Gear Solid on the PS1 will definitely remember the Psycho Mantis boss fight and just how insane it was for its time.
What a weird setup to have. Why are you in there with that get-up? Like, you have to spend 20 minutes in the morning just putting this get-up on? Oh, you look ridiculous. Do you not think you look a bit silly?
During the battle, he can take over your controller and read your mind, so one of the only ways to defeat him is by changing the controller port. And if you were wondering whether this still blows people's minds to this day, Boo would probably say yeah.
Use the controller port.
The what?
Controller into controller port 2. If
What?
you do that, he won't be able to read your mind.
Snake, you have to use controller port 2. What does that mean? What the hell is a controller port? I don't understand. Snake, you need to use controller port 2. Also, the 5 wacky digits on your credit card, along with its expiry date, and make sure to get it all in.
Oh my god, that's so weird!
Why? Okay, that would be cool if the game didn't tell you that it was supposed to be done like that. Like, you could still beat the boss, but it would be really hard, obviously, because you have your controls being controlled. But if you were a very smart individual, you change the controller port, it works normally, boom, you have a little bit of an easier go of it. The game telling you is a bit, or maybe there's a hint in the game that didn't necessarily just say, do this, by the way, because that's kind of lame.
Amazing!
Taking it back to High on Life, it's like this game was designed for streamer reactions, especially.
I mean, it literally was. It has so many streamer moments. There are so many games that are just designed to be played on stream. Most costume mascot horror games are just made to be broadcasted.
When it comes to the fresh meat kid, his entire purpose is testing your patience, and when Dashy came across him, his reaction was gold.
Here we go. Well, look what we got here.
You want to? Whoa, what are you doing? Come on, he's just a kid. Don't
Okay.
shoot him.
My bad.
He was doing so well and about to move on, but then Slumsy pushed him a little too far.
What's wrong, fresh meat? You scared of a little kid? Yeah, I'm a little kid. Look at me. Look at me. Ah, you shot me. I'm dead.
Dude, he missed.
Are you happy?
He didn't even shoot him, he missed.
No. Well, I didn't think we'd be allowed to kill him.
And that brings us to Pogo Stock, a game that was always going to be loved by creators. You gotta get up as high as possible with a
Oh yeah, this is a stream game.
Showing
This, Only Up, Shovel, no, not Shovel Knight, Jump King, they're all stream
where
games.
all the other streamers are. Ludwig was doing insanely well and got up to 500 meters, but out of nowhere, a huge present revealed itself with his name
For
on it.
Ludwig?
Ludwig! What?
Oh, it's a snake.
No! I released
Oh,
a
no.
snake! He put a snake in the game to trap me!
When it comes
That's
to
so
Dead Island
funny.
2,
I
they
love
included
that.
An amazing parody of LA, especially when it comes to the influencers.
It's a podcast setup. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the worst podcast setup I've ever seen in my life. This is the B-Tech version of Joe Rogan. They're using Blue Yeti microphones. Is that a Blue Yeti? That's a Blue Yeti microphone, right? Look at this. They're using Blue Yetis. If they want to be true gamers, they use the Shure SM7B. This is the microphone of every podcaster, streamer, broadcaster. It's like the default. It's the vanilla. It's the default character creator. Hit the randomizer button and you get this. Everyone that uses one of these mics is so basic. I wish they'd get a more original microphone.
So when YouTubers find Easter eggs of other YouTubers, it is hilarious to see how they react.
They got it all figured out here, dude. You even got the purple, the background with the soundproof.
Oh my god, the Spartan thing. Is this a reference to Nick Merckx as well? That's totally his Brandon, isn't it?
Thing. And then, is that Nick Merckx?
Yeah, that's what I said! It's so close. That's 100% his thing.
Look at the camera setup too. The camera's like right on it, so he'd be leaning just like this. You see, this is Nick Merck's bait. It's got to be, right?
But one of the most classic Easter eggs out there
That's funny.
is in Resident Evil 4. Back in the day, you could save a dog from a bear trap, and he'd actually come back to help you in a future boss battle. So
Good
when
boy.
the remake came out, diehard fans like Gab Smolders were curious to see if this still existed.
Doggy?
Good boy.
Dog in. I thought they took him out.
What the dog
After
doing?
saving him, Gab later went into the fight with El Gigante and was so excited when this happened.
Bro's been bulking. He's on the roids.
I was so hoping for it. Doggo power!
Getting surprised by a
good
cute dog is one
boy.
thing, but nothing compares to getting doxxed by the actual
Wait.
game. Eric
Doxxed?
Van Wilderman was playing Doki Doki Literature Club and named his character Van Wild in bed, because, you know, why not? Little did he know, the game wasn't all that amused.
That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Van Wilde in bed. Or
Do you actually go by Eric Van Wilderman or something? What?
Imagine not actually putting your real name out there and having it be doxed by a dating sim. Oh, you got too horny, did you? Well, now all your private information is out there. The same thing happens in Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It uses your actual PC name as opposed to your in-game name. It breaks the fourth wall a bit, which I don't think you should be doing that because you could potentially put people's actual real names out there, which is a bit risky. At least put a warning at the start of the game saying, hey, we'll do this just so you're aware. Because some people don't want their real names out there. That could be very harmful to them.
Yeah, it's pretty meta, but so is a YouTuber finding another YouTuber. That's exactly what happened in Bendy and the Ink Machine when Corey Kenshin discovered this audio tape.
I don't be seeing what the big deal is. That's sure no reason for Mr. Drew to be
That's Jacksepticeye. I'm so distracted that that's Jacksepticeye. I didn't take in any information.
Although,
Jacksepticeye is in at least 2 horror games, which is not that strange. It's just funny that it happened twice.
It's even harder to find this secret from Cyberpunk 2077. The game is already stacked with Easter eggs, but no one really talks about the hidden Portal reference. Well, unless you're GGTV, because this guy got it instantly.
Congratulations.
Oh my god, it sounds exactly like Portal.
GLaDOS, is that you? Is this
a reference to... Wait, there's no way that people heard that and didn't immediately know that it was a GLaDOS reference. There's no shot.
Portal? I think this is a reference to Portal.
And all the cake is gone.
It is! It's like...
That's like the most bang you on the head Portal reference on the planet. They might as well just say, hey, it's almost like you have a portal gun and are doing testing. Wouldn't that be weird if you were doing testing right now?
Damn reference!
Portal is an absolute classic, and so is Five Nights at Freddy's, but the reason this is so popular is thanks to Markiplier. He did an insane playthrough, was one of the first to do it, so he also got to experience Golden Freddy without spoilers.
See you on the flip side.
Oh god! What the f? Okay? Not okay!
It's crazy that this type of video has hundreds of millions of views. The biggest media corporations on the planet would kill to have the kind of viewership that Markiplier's Five Nights at Freddy's series had. They would literally, they would burn babies if they could. The suits at the highest echelons of the biggest media corporations, they would do the worst things on the world just to get a fraction of the attention that Markiplier playing a mascot horror game got.
Some Easter eggs can only be found once, like For Honor's April Fool's Day joke. Cartoons loves this one and booted it up on April 1st to see what Ubisoft had in store. I just don't think anyone expected the entire game to look different.
Look at him! Yes!
I don't get it. Rabbids are just like Minions to me. Maybe slightly less, like a 0.1% less cringe than Minions. But I've heard the games are really good, so maybe I'm an idiot.
Funny thing to find, and Gears of War 3 also has some Easter eggs that are totally worth uncovering. Expert Thief heard about a secret that could only be activated when you shouted into these 4 pipes. This caused the chicken to appear, but when shot at, karma strikes back.
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do?
Why is it gold?
Kill it.
That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty sick.
A little more innocent is Stanley's famous cameo in Spider-Man PS4. This happened just a few months before he passed, and while we all didn't know how important this would be, DX Army sure did.
Love seeing you two together.
Oh my gosh!
Always were my favorite.
Stop! He's in the game! It was freaking Stanley! He's making cameos in the game now.
And while that's super heartwarming, I also love—
Wait, what was so special about that reaction? That just felt like a normal reaction. Like, oh shit, that's Stan Lee. That's kind of how I act when I see him in the movie. Was that Stan Lee's last official appearance in a Marvel thing before he passed away? The worst thing that I remember from Stan Lee passing away was when the Stan Lee Twitter account came on and tried to sell us NFTs. They're like, oh, we got some cool NFTs of all these Marvel superheroes. So you want to buy NFTs? Stanley NFTs? That was the worst thing that came out of Stanley's passing. And in the aftermath. Obviously, like him dying was the worst thing, obviously. But the worst thing I saw in the aftermath.
I love when streamers find their own friends in game. Miskief was checking out Jump King, and as he platformed upwards, paintings appeared like the Mona Lisa and the skull drawing from Minecraft. He continued—
Yeah, I would put them on equal levels. The Mona Lisa and the skull drawing of Minecraft. Like, the Mona Lisa is kind of pushing it a bit. Like, maybe it shouldn't really be up there with the Minecraft drawing, but they're about the same level of cultural significance.
He made his way up until eventually he found the streamer room.
Dude, look at that. That is so cool.
Now, one of the best things about Resident Evil 4's remake—
the streamer room didn't have Germa. I'm gonna be pissed. It does have— okay, wait, it has Germa, Tyler 1. That's really funny. Ludwig, Forsen, XQC. No, Miskief. Unfortunate for Miskief. You know what? They have the goats of streaming right now. As long as they have Germa, I'm fine.
Look at that. That is so
cool.
Now, one of the best things about Resident Evil 4's remake is that you control your friends all over again. Back in the day, people used to prank each other by telling them to shoot the lake, and if you did, a monster would jump scare you. Now that same feature
you get an achievement for that, though.
Remake, and streamers like Swifter totally fell for it.
Oh, you know the chat the whole time was spamming, shoot the lake, Pepela, shoot the lake. Shoot the lake, dude, do it. And the streamer's like, oh, okay, I'll shoot the lake. I wonder what's gonna happen here. And then you get eaten. That's what streamers do when streamers do streaming. What do you do when you don't do streaming? Do you do other things? Use my GamerSubs code, GamerSubs, link in the description to get money free off on GamerSubs. Because it's really cool if you do that. That'd be really awesome if you did.